Good morning. This is Wednesday, March the 1st, 2023. It's going to be 80 degrees again today. And I'm not walking this morning, so I have more time to get things done. And our tea olive tree right here beside of me is blooming. They smell so good. Here's a woodpecker. Larry's out here hoeing the onions and the garlic this morning. Getting all the weeds out, loosening the dirt. I don't know if you can see, but it's pollen season and the windshield is all yellow and the hood is all yellow. So Larry's going to wash it off. Our chickens haven't been laying as well, so we cooked some navy beans and macaroni and mixed it together to give them, see if that'll let them lay more eggs. Well, they like it.
They've always liked it.
Before long, we won't be able to tell Laverne and Shirley from Petunia and Pansy. They're getting so big. I hope this makes them lay more eggs. I think we got one today. I was wrong. We got 2 eggs today. This is Thursday the 2nd of March and Larry's back rototilling in the garden. He's anxious to plant corn. He's willing to gamble that we won't get another hard freeze to kill it. And if it does, I guess he can replant again. But if he can get it started early, it'll grow up before all the bugs and everything, worms come out to eat it. The gnats are bad now. The chickens are right in there with him. You can see the bluebirds have got Spanish moss in their nest. They've been where they build it, so the Spanish moss is just blowing in the wind. We planted morning glories here in this urn by the deck. Larry started the seeds and grew them, but we had to move them further. They're going to let them grow up on the deck railing, but we had to move it back away to start with because George was reaching through there trying to get hold of them. He'd be falling them out. So we moved it out a little bit. I just put a teaspoon of calcium nitrate around the base of each tomato. It's supposed to help with blossom end rot and make them healthier. So we did that. And we ran a string down to just kind of hold them up and brace them and tied up there. So they're held up. Got some support. Larry's mowing some. We got more spinach than we can eat, so I'm going to can some this morning. I don't want it to get old. I already picked one tub that was over by the greenhouse, so 2 more here to go. Well, I cut all the spinach. There's still enough left there for a salad if we want some. Might grow some more. And then we've got a lot for the chickens, the stems and old leaves. And I got this much to can. It looks like a lot, but it'll wilt down to almost nothing. But at least we're saving, it's not going to waste. While I was cutting the spinach, Larry planted 3 more cabbage plants here. He had them in growing, so he needed to put them out. So there's 3 more cabbage for the future. Larry cut some asparagus here he's eating.
Good and sweet.
Got the tip of it's tender.
Yep. Oh, it's pretty tender down there. Sweet.
This is the raised bed. You can see the cabbage in here is heading. And then potatoes down there on the other end are growing. Food is coming along. This is Saturday the 4th of March. The morning glories are already starting to grow and vine up a little. It helps we got some rain during the night. I got all my pots of water on heating. I got one here to heat the jars in. The big one back there has got water to go in the jars and the spinach. And this is just the water in the canner to get hot. And I got a tea kettle back there just in case I need some more for some reason. I've got my spinach in my skillet, wilting it and putting it in the jars. Coming along. This is how much spinach I'm steaming at a time. Now I figure I can eat that much probably when it wilts down. But that's what I'm putting that much in a pint jar. I got my spinach ready to go into the canner. It's in the jars. I added the hot water. Added ½ teaspoon of salt to each one. And debubbled it. And then put the lids and rings on. So it's, and you can see it looks pretty full now. But when it comes out of the canner, it'll probably be about half that much. The steam is coming out good now, so I can put the weight on it. My spinach is all ready to go in the cupboard. It didn't cook down as much as I thought it would, but there's still quite a bit in there. And the water cooked out of it, but I don't think that'll hurt anything. I think I had to, when the pressure was high, it forced it a little out.
George is having a little playtime, but he likes Laura's hand for some reason. He likes to bite it. That's Laura's cat, by the way. It's not mine.
Well, I have responsibility for him. I take care of his food and his bills and everything, and Larry has all his companionship and his devotion.
That's the way it should be.
Here's our little orange tree, and it's blooming. It's here in the pot.
Satsuma.
This is Sunday the 5th of March, 2023, and we've been to Sunday school, and we're on our way to Kathy's wedding. Kathy's getting married today, our 30-year-old granddaughter. Exciting time.
Pronounced husband and wife. You make this your bride.
This is our peach tree that got smashed last year, but look how it's come back and grown. And it's just blooming. I hope we get a peach for every one of those blossoms. We had some old frozen meatballs that I didn't like, so we threw them out to the chickens, and they're liking them. They were already cooked. They're just not very good at finding them.
We had this big azalea. We just kind of let it go. We don't cut it back. And it sure makes a lot of blooms every year. And anyway, it's pretty tall. You can see Laura there standing in front of it. And it's really tall and huge. And
I'm 5'2". I'm 5'2".
Yeah, she's 5'2", which is pretty small anyway. Just kidding. Anyway, that's my girl.
This pine nib fell right in the middle of the azalea, so we're going to pull it out. Got a rope on it. There it is. Our pear tree is blooming now. This is the one that had pears on it last year. Our blueberry bushes are blooming now. Got a lot of blossoms on them. I think you can probably see them. We got company here in the golf cart. You could probably hear him purring. Larry's still outside and I'm making peanut butter cookies this morning. We had a lot of sweets yesterday at the wedding, but we can always have more. And got them ready to go in the oven, 350 for around 14 minutes or less. Cookies are done. I've got 12 on this sheet. In the oven, I made them smaller and there's 20 in there. My cookies are all done. I put them on my mom's antique platter that she used to put her cookies on. This is her recipe. After I made the first tray, I decided I wanted them smaller. So after the first 12, I made the rest of them a little smaller. And we ended up with 49 cookies. Larry's been working on the John Deere mower for the last couple of days, and he got it running again. Look at the sawtooth oaks, how they've leafed out now. They're in full leaf. This is the 8th of March, Wednesday. We pulled some carrots this morning and I'm canning them. These here are, the little short ones are Corota carrots, and we're not going to grow them anymore. They're not worth the effort. These are the carrots I canned. We had more growing than we could eat. Then I had some left in the refrigerator that were getting a little old that I didn't want to go bad, so I canned them too. So we got 3.5 pints. It's not a lot, but it's still something good. It's Wednesday evening, the 8th of March, and we're on our way to the business meeting at church. I had a banana extra, so I made 2 little loaves of banana nut bread. These are just little tiny things. You can see next to my hand, they're not real big. But there's one for us and one for a friend of ours. We're here at the movie theater. Larry and I are going to go see the Jesus Revolution. I came home from Betty's and there was this box sitting here on the chair. And I thought, I wonder what Larry's doing with that. So I opened it up to see what was in it. And when I opened it up, a cardinal flew out of it. And now it's here. I opened the door for it to go out, but it doesn't seem to be finding it. It might have gone in the freezer room, but it's in this one room now. I'm thinking maybe it flew into the picture window and knocked itself out and he got it. I'm not sure where it is now. It lit up there on that door and on this door, but it didn't fly out. Well, I'll leave the door open a while longer. Maybe he flew out while I was getting the camera. Larry said that cardinal flew into this kitchen window real hard. And he hit it so hard he bounced all the way back here by the steps. And it knocked him out. So Larry picked him up before George could get him. And put him in the box. There's a cardinal. They come here to the feeder. So that's, any one of those could be the one that flew into the kitchen window. Just don't know which one, but there's several of them come here to the feeder. And that one's a lot redder than the one that was in the house yesterday. It was a female. This is a male. There's a cold snap coming, so we're getting in more firewood. This is a little bit of dirty wood, so knocking the dirt off of it. Makes it nice just being able to bring it in through this window and put it right here on the rack. We're here at the chicken area. This is Saturday, and it's time to clean the pine straw off the roofs. Here's the roof. What we got to clean off. And there's the other one. Just something that needs done every year. I'm raking it off with the rake into the wheelbarrow, and Larry's taking it out and putting it in the little trailer cart. That's what you get when you have a lot of pine trees. Larry's out putting the pine straw for mulch around the pecan tree. So he's using it. And I've got the big broom, and I'm sweeping. There's, a little bit of debris left, and I'm just sweeping it off. Yeah, the roof. The chicken coop roof is all done. Swept. Looks a lot better. This is the main part of the shed, number 5. I'll just throw those limbs off. Well, we're taking a break. I'm about half of this part of the shed roof done. So, break time. Might have an ice cream bar.
George, come on, kitty, kitty, kitty.
I wanted to show you how pretty our azaleas are here under this tree at the end of the house. This is the bedroom end of the house, the live oak and the azaleas. They're so pretty. These are our azaleas here under the oak trees along the fence by the road. They're blooming now pretty. Here's the other side of the live oak. There's one spot there, I guess it's too shaded for them. And these are the pink ones right here by the road that I like. This was by the back door, and Larry moved it out here when we were getting rid of plants next to the house. We've got white azaleas too growing there under the red ones. And there's the driveway. Here's some more azaleas here out by the road in the pine trees. It's almost like we live in a park. It's so pretty. Larry says it takes a lot of work. We went in the house and ate a brownie with some Cool Whip. Watched a new vlog. IAG Farms. We hadn't seen it before. So we watched some of their videos. Then came back and we got this part of the roof done. So from now on, that metal over there, I'm going to see if I can rake it off to the front. And this right here I was raking off to the back into a wheelbarrow. But over there Larry can get the trailer in, so I'm going to see if I can just rake it off into the trailer. Then he won't have to mess with the wheelbarrow. That's the plan. He's way out there now past the greenhouse, putting the pine straw around the blueberries. Up there, he's mulching there. And sometime next week, we need to get all the pine straw off this little shed roof. It's not so much. But we don't climb up on it, we just get on the ladder and pull it off. Push it off, sweep it off, however we can do it.
Laura's on the metal roof, and she's pushing all the pine straw and leaves off onto the trailer. It sure makes it a lot easier than having to rake it on the ground and pick it up again. But then that's pretty bad today. They're probably underneath all that pine straw and leaves. That might make it better. But it sure gets it. We have to do this once a year. Doing a good job. I'm on the ground watching.
We did it. It's all cleaned off. Lorraine will get the rest of that maybe. But all the pine straw just about's all gone. Here on the asphalt. There on the chicken coop. So time to stop for the day. Oh, that's a neighbor's, but it's a neat little playhouse. We tried to buy that property, but they didn't want to sell, but the kids would have liked that. Needs repaired now, but it was nice when we first moved here. Church is over and we're leaving. Pretty wisteria. We're over there. The sun's not shining, so it doesn't show up too much. We're still on our way home from church.
I guess Laura got a little chilly this morning, so I guess she lit the fire off. And it doesn't take very long to warm up in here. Well, bird feed is just about out. And Laura filled it up again. Her little rose bush came back. Something got on the bird feeder and knocked the big rose bush down and coming back up from the roots.
Well, I'm back here at the doctor's office. This is for Betty. She's going to get that gland in her neck, have her family doctor check her neck and see what he thinks about it, get another opinion. My homemade bread turned out pretty this morning out of the bread maker. It's nice and tall, didn't fall. There's heavy equipment in there, over there next door to us practically. They're knocking down trees. They timbered it a while back, but I don't know what they're doing now. It looks like they're just taking them all down. This is Tuesday the 14th of March and we're on our way to Charleston. They're putting the new windows in the sunroom and I think they about got it done. We're going to go up and see what it's like. Well, we're here at the house in North Charleston and we're getting the new windows put in. It's looking really pretty. And right here on the sides they couldn't get the windows without waiting 10 weeks. So they're going to put the siding over it. And that'll be pretty when it's done. And there's the windows. Here's another view. Here's the other end. I think they're going to be finished tomorrow. I got a dentist appointment up here, so I'll come back again tomorrow. And all this aluminum from the framing, they don't want it. Larry's going to take it and recycle it. Almost home. That looks like there's still trees left.
Maybe just, I
They're
guess
still working then.
I don't know what's going on. He's clearing
He's got a lot of it.
He's clearing them.
It's supposed to be 30 degrees tonight, so we covered our fruit trees, the peaches, and the Satsuma orange back there. Not covered the best, but the best we could do. We put the row cover back on the potted plants again and on the raised bed. This is Wednesday and we're headed back to Charleston. I got a dentist appointment up there. It's Wednesday and we're back here at the house to check the progress. And it looks like it's all done but the painting. They got all the trim up there. They're gonna paint, and they're gonna paint the ceiling because it really needs it. So that's when they get it all painted white and the ceiling the hot blue. Be nice. Then they're gonna paint this here beside each side of the door too, where it's boxed in. So that'll all be white. This is just a reminder of what the sunroom windows looked like before we started this. And now they look like this. They've got the siding on here between the windows too. So it's all finished. And here on the end. Looks nice, all finished. Well, they've knocked about all the trees over.
Kind of messed up. Vetch. V-E-T-C-H. Get him, George. Get it. Oh well. He was all covered up before. I guess that's the end of that. Well, this is the 15th of March and time to end my video. It's going to be 31 degrees again tonight, so after tonight it's supposed to warm up and be above freezing all the time from now on, hopefully. So we'll see how our plants fared after tonight. So, good night. God bless.